What we're going to look at here is Max Tegmark's Life 3.0 Part 2. This part is really where he devotes this whole chapter to exploring the foundations and fundamental building blocks of intelligence itself. And he starts us off nicely with a definition of intelligence itself, and he says that intelligence is basically, his definition is the ability to accomplish complex goals. And let's focus on that word accomplish and goals. So let's start with goals. All right, and goals, he says, really the taxonomy of goals is, there's physical goals, there's social goals, and there's technical goals, and so they're kind of a wide breadth. And not only that, but they actually are a spectrum is big. It has multi dimensions to it. Also, he says that we can't look at goals as only good things. Some goals are desirable or unbad, and some goals are good. So goals are not by definition something that's just good. Then he talks about narrow goals, and he says that narrow goals and narrow intelligence is the ability to accomplish a narrow set of goals, drive a car, play chess, something like that. Broad or general intelligence is something along the lines of Leonardo, and again, from narrow to broad is also a wide spectrum and with multi-dimensions. But general intelligence, he gives us a definition, says it's the ability to accomplish virtually any goal, including learning. So basically, we can look at goals and say, okay, that we have a social goal that is kind of undesirable, if you will, but is also very narrow. So the goals can fit, have all different dimensions to them. And so that makes it much more complex. Then he gets into the idea of what are we trying to do, right? And the idea of human competence and how that relates to intelligence. And this shows you, the water shows you where the technology has already exceeded us. And he says, but we're not really trying to replicate us. So do we necessarily need to do we evaluate whether technology's gotten where it's supposed to go by its ability to write books? Or is intelligence really something different? So can this massive connected universe of machines really be an artificial intelligence? And so it can be a non-biological intelligence that's not really connected to a physical body. Now basically it's because he says it's focused on the ability to accomplish. So what we're looking at is the ability to perform kind of algorithms on information. And that's where we're not really talking about consciousness, all right? But he does address consciousness, and we'll get into that in part 8. But right now he says basically we should be focused on the fact that of intelligence is about goals. It's about any goal. It's about how we go after those goals, and it's not even about setting the goals. It's about accomplishing them. Part 7 will deal with how we're dealing with setting the goals. This is all focused on how we accomplish goals. And the challenge is that the ability to accomplish goals, if it's basically processing information, is really advantaged now by the technology itself. So the AGI, or artificial general intelligence, is the ability to accomplish any cognitive task as well as humans. And so that's what we're looking for with regards to AGI. And that's where he goes in this particular part of the book. Thank you.